listen when you can safely close your eyes. And this is Let Me Bore You to Sleep. Whisper Wednesday. Whisper, whisper, whisper Wednesday. Yeah. So I've woken up quite early today. And I thought, it's Wednesday. I did this recording while Vinny's in bed and there's not much going on outside, although I can hear a train going past. Not literally going past, but in the distance. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Imagine waking up and there's a railway line outside the house. How did they put that up without disturbing me? I didn't wake up at all during the night. Suddenly there's a train station outside. No. What am I doing? I'm going to do what I normally do when I first wake up, so I'll go through that with you. So what I've done is I've turned on my laptop and my iPad. I should have left my iPad on because I was uploading recordings to my podcasts and I forgot. And I just turned it off, so I'm kind of having to re-upload those. Right here we do. What have I got? Oh, it's the 10th of December today, 2025. I had another cooked meal last night. Vegetables, chicken. So, another healthy meal. I've only been doing it for a few days or 4 days now. And I can feel a difference. Not quite sure how to explain it, but I feel a bit more, I don't know, we'll see. It might just be a placebo, but I'll just wait and see. The problem with the veg is it doesn't last like a long time. The potatoes are good. They're in the cupboard and they'll be fine. The cabbage, I don't know the cabbage. No, I got too much cabbage. I got 2 cabbages. I didn't need 2 cabbages. 1 cabbage would last me a week. So I don't eat a lot of any of the veg. If that makes sense. But, 1 cabbage is quite big. There's quite a lot of cabbage there. I'm aware that I said the word cabbage way too many times for a Wednesday morning. Or for any morning, really. Unless it was cabbage day. Cabbage. What a weird word. Cabbage. best vegetables there is to eat. So maybe I should try and eat more of it. And I don't dislike cabbage. But what I do, I don't like it. What I do is I mix all of the veg together to make a mash. So I got potatoes, what other things? Carrots, runner beans, cabbage, parsnips, Brussels sprouts. That's 5 veg. I think that's everything. So is it potatoes, cabbage, carrots, parsnips, Brussels sprouts, and runner beans. So it's 6 veg. And I decided that I'm not going to use the slow cooker. It just takes too long. There's a joke there somewhere, I don't know why. So I used to slow the air fryer the first day, and I had this stuff in there for like 5 hours, and I was fine, but it was like kind of like a soup, and I thought, that's very time consuming. So what I did the next time, because I cooked a bunch, then the next time I cooked stuff, I used a saucepan and I cooked the veg. So I boiled it and then I stuck it on number 1 and just let it simmer. And I put the chicken in the oven, but wrapped it in foil, letting some air in, so it just, I don't know, not broiled itself or steamed itself, kind of. And that turned out absolutely perfectly fine. Now the problem is, I don't mind eating cold chicken, but it is nicer when it's warm, when it's hot. But I don't really want to heat it up, so I eat it hot on the first day, like in the evening, or I don't know, whenever I cook it. Not initially, and then I'll put it into plastic containers, stick it in the microwave so it can cool off, and then put it into the fridge in sealed containers. The veg is also put into the fridge once it's cooled down in a container. This is what I don't eat on the first meal. And there's enough there. Like Vinny now prefers to eat this than to eat his own food. It's hard to blame him for that, really. But he needs to kind of, I don't know, he won't eat his food now. He just wants chicken or treats. He's fast asleep at my feet right now. I don't know why got up out of bed. It doesn't normally. But as soon as I turn on the recording equipment, it's like he can hear it. And now he's by my feet underneath the desk and he's fast asleep. Bless him. He seems happy enough. I say he's fast asleep, but his ears are pricked up, so I think he might be pretending to be asleep. He's a good boy. Sometimes, although, and I'm not a huge fan of this, he started barking at the person who moved into Uncle Sausage's flat. Sorry, Vinny. I just had to check it was recording. Yeah, Vinny moved into... I know he's begging. See, I woke him up just then. But I realised that there's been times when I've recorded and I've spoken for an hour, and I realised at the end of the hour that I haven't recorded anything because I didn't press the right button, because I was half asleep. But I did press the right button, so it's fine. It's all good. Oh yeah, Vinny's been barking at the new tenants, and he didn't bark before. And I had the TV on. This was yesterday during the day. I had the TV on, normal volume, so it should cover up any sounds. I had my door closed, and he still heard the neighbour opening their door or going into the flat, and he went from 0 to 1,000, like wow, 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 wow. I thought someone was at my door, so I went onto camera to see. There was no one there, so I went back, and yeah, it was the neighbour going into the flat. I was like, why, Vinny? Why are you doing that? He's gone back to bed. I think when I just woke him up then, he's gone into automatic mode, so he starts begging. And I look at him, he looks at me, and I'm kind of like, well, what are you begging for, Vin? And he's looking at me, and he's like, well, I'm not sure, actually. What do you mean? I said, well, I'm half asleep, but I normally just beg, don't I, for something, but I said, well, what do you want? He said, nothing really. I said, do you want food? He said, no. Do you want a treat? He said, of course, always. I said, I don't have any. He said, I know. I said, well, do you want to go out? He said, what, out there? In the cold? No, of course not. But what is it you want then, Vinny? He said, I'm not sure. I'll get back to you. So I just continued here. And, oh no, he's not gone back to bed. He's over there. He's got his little bed near the wind. It's near the radiator, so I think it's quite nice for him. And I put down an old coat that I found. I think it was in the storage. zip broke, so I can't wear it anyway. And he's very comfy. Oh yeah, he's also on the curtain as well, because the curtain's very long. So that's his new place he likes to sleep. So he's got the bed. I mean, he prefers to be in the same room as me. But when I'm sitting on the sofa, sometimes he will just continue to lie down on the floor. But most of the time he likes to lay next to me, cuddle up to me. So it all depends on his mood, I guess. The problem is when he's like pushed up against me, sometimes I get an itch on my leg, and all I do is go to scratch it, and he like jumps up and growls at me. He does not like being disturbed when he's asleep. Honestly, he's a proper grump. So I'm trying to think. I hope that he gets out of that habit of barking at the neighbour, because he's been barking at both the neighbours this week, which I kind of expect in a way. If there's no sound in this flat and the door's open and he's in the bedroom, then unfortunately he's going to bark. But when there's the TV's on, the door's closed, I mean, how does he even hear them? Because I don't. It's because they've got better hearing, I know, but I kind of have the music or the TV on as, or purposely as a distraction for him. Because, there's times I would much prefer just to sit on the sofa with nothing, no sound at all. Even if there's something going on in the garden, just kind of meditation. But I can't do that with him because he barks at the slightest little thing. And it's not pleasant because it's so high pitched and it's very loud. I don't know if that's just a Jack Russell thing, or just a Vinny thing. So loud. And it's never over anything interesting. Although I did have someone knock on my door the other day, and Vinny would not shut up, and I didn't answer the door because I didn't want to. And he wouldn't be quiet. It's a little bit of a giveaway. Pretending to not be here, and probably all they could hear was him barking and me as well shouting, Shush, Vinny, stop. Well, why is he not answering the door then? I'm not answering the door because you're just knocking because you want to get some money from me. Bless him. I don't answer the door anymore. Generally. I don't answer the door. La la la. Dabba 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 boopy dee beep dee doo. fully awake. I'm not. Really, really not. Although I kind of did want to get out of bed, which is a good sign. If I wake up and I want to get up, or if I wake up, let's say, to go to the toilet and it's 2:30, and I look at the clock and I'm disappointed because it's 2:30, because I want to get up but it's too early to get up, that's a good sign. If I wake up at 7 in the morning and I'm disappointed because it's so late and I want to stay in bed, that's not such a good sign. For me, I mean, personally. So when I wake up early and I want to get out of bed, that's a positive. It means I've got some mental energy and I want to be awake, which is a good thing personally. Especially if I wake up and I want to check stuff and what on earth was that? That was strange. I think I just saw a subliminal thing. Oh man, I saw this advert on Facebook and it sickened me. Oh, that's why I saw it. I couldn't believe it, right? So, who was the actor? Oh, blimey, I've forgotten. It was a famous actor. I'll tell you what, Facebook is getting really silly. There's so many absolutely ridiculous posts on there. Not by people, but by these, I don't know what they are. I'm not sure what they are, like Far Out magazine, Boxing Up, historical stories, books in TV, previews, classical TV moments, just these groups, and they post stuff. This day in history, all for mental health professionals, Mike Tyson true fans, consequences, thermofits. It's just, some of it's adverts, some of it's actually, they post stuff that, like, I mentioned this a few weeks ago with celebrities, with holding a birthday cake with a happy 90th birthday, and they're like in their 70s or something, and I just amazes me. I saw one, and even semi-legit sites, ones for boxing fans, because it's just automated posted, and one of them says about Wilder, no one thought he stood a chance of winning a world title, but with his thunderous left hand, he knocked out the champion and won the world heavyweight title and defended it for another however many times. Now, just straight off the bat, Deontay Wilder won the world title on points. He didn't knock anyone out for the world title. And that was the first time he ever went to points in any of his fights. I mean, he hasn't gone to points in many of his fights at all. I'm not sure if he's gone to points in any other fight. Oh yeah, he did with Tyson Fury, didn't he? In the first fight. I don't think he has with anyone else. I might be wrong. No, I'm pretty sure he hasn't. So, I'm trying to think who the celebrity was. So, this person was saying, I'm not even going to say it out loud, because it was just really bad. Now, it was to do with the prostate, men's prostate, and as opposed to women's prostates. I remember I was dating someone when I was in Thailand, and very private. It's a different, I don't know. It's different out there. Private, but not private. So, I've had girlfriends, but I've never gone into the doctor's surgery with them. I'll sit outside, waited for them, and come home. Or a hospital appointment where they've had a scrape or whatever you call it, and then I've come home with them. But I had this, it was only like a week-long relationship, but she actually invited me in when she had a prostate exam. And I thought, okay. I'd never had a prostate exam. I thought it was down your throat. It's weird. I remember saying to her, "Are you okay?" And her saying, "Yeah, I'm alright, thanks." My arse hurts. So yeah. So so there's this whole thing about the prostate. It was an advert done by AI. Had Stephen Fry and I forget who the other person was, basically saying that you need to take their herbal remedy and medical treatment is no good and all that stuff. And I just thought, how on earth? I'm all for free speech, but my dad's gone through that. Well, he's still going through that, really. He's still dealing with that. And both my uncles, one of which passed away through prostate, and I'm kind of like like, okay, this is not, it's not a subject to play with just to get people to buy some crap on the internet. And I looked for a way to complain, and there was no way to complain. So Facebook needs a bit of regulation. So according to this, on the Boxing Hub, Tyson Fury versus Fabio Wardley, a crossroads clash the heavyweights division didn't know it needed. See, the rest of this is just AI written. You can tell by the way it's a big long sentence. I can't really complain because when I've done descriptions of my podcasts and put it into the podcast descriptions, I suppose, I've used AI to describe my recording. But when I do that, I transcribe it and I use that to describe it. So it's describing the content. You can tell the way it's written in a heavyweight era packed with giants, personalities and shifting storylines. Few matchups spark as much intrigue as Tyson Fury stepping in a ring with rising content. I just I can't read it. Well, I can read it. I think it's too much writing. I like it just tell me the facts. I can flower it up myself. I don't know what I feel. If it's true, it might just be made up, but it is a possibility. If Tyson Fury decided he wanted to have come back, the only other fight he would take, that would make any sense financially, would be Anthony Joshua, because they've never fought. So Anthony Joshua, although Tyson Fury did say himself that he wanted to fight Usyk again, but I don't think anyone wants to see that, and he hasn't earned, I don't know, has he earned it? It's weird, it's has he earned it? But Tyson Fury's, he's performed better against Usyk than anyone else, apart from Chisora, as a heavyweight. He gave him a better fight than Joshua, and Dubois got knocked out twice by Usyk. So that's a fight I'd like to see, Dubois and Tyson Fury. Or Dubois and Deontay Wilder. But Usyk has decided he wants to fight Deontay Wilder next. And as he's the champion, and as he is the I think he can choose his opponents now. I don't know quite how it all works. I'm guessing that actually he had to fight Wardley next if he wanted to keep I don't even know what belt Wardley got, is it a WBO? So if he kept that belt, he had to fight Wardley. he said he wants to fight Wilder, Deontay Wilder. Deontay, that's not a real name. What's wrong with Paul or John? So I saw an interview of Usyk, and they said, "Why do you want to fight Wilder? He's all washed up," which is probably not the best thing to say to the current heavyweight champion. Don't question him. I mean, make him a cup of tea or something, but don't start questioning his decisions. Blimey. And he said, this is what you don't realise. I'm adding my own dialogue here. So, the reason he's chosen Wilder is because he's beaten everyone else. He feels he's beaten all the top people. He's beaten Joshua, Tyson Fury twice, Dubois twice, and the only other person, and they're the ones that held the world titles. No one else has held world titles except him in the last, 10 years. Apart from, I think he probably would have taken on Joseph Parker, because he held the world title, didn't he, in the past as well. So basically, I think Usyk wants to fight all the best of his generation, and the best judged by those that won the world title. And he said Wilder defended his title like 10 times, and he was the biggest heavyweight star in America, and outside of Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Some people say Anthony. No, Anthony. The H is silent. Sorry to break it to you. Anthony. No. Anthony. Unless you're a heavyweight boxer and you whatever do you want. What was it in Lost, TV show? There was what's those dogs? Those really, really big dogs. Massive dogs. They climb through the snow, and they've got like a little bottle of brandy on their collar. St. Bernard. They used to jar me because there was a lady with her husband in the TV show Lost, and she was looking for her husband, and I remember they were saying, "Who are you looking for?" "It's my husband." "What's his name?" "Bernard." "Excuse me, his name's Bernard." "You mean Bernard?" No, Bernard. No, it's Bernard. Bernard. I feel very proud of myself for that. I do. Bernard. And I don't know. This radio presenter, what's his name? Nick Abbott. And listen to him on a Friday, Saturday night at 10. And he started pronouncing Nigel Farage as Nigel as Farage. He never used to say Farage, it used to be Farage, like everybody else in the world who knows him calls him Nigel Farage. But now he's saying Farage. And it's jarring me because I'm in bed and I'm used to like hearing the name spelled right, pronounced right. And I know that I pronounce names wrong as well. But it winds me up. It's like, just say his name correctly. Bearing in mind, he's talking about him quite a lot during the radio show. Just say his name correctly. Farage. I don't know why he can't just behave himself. So it's Wednesday today. I'm gonna need to go, depends, but I'm probably gonna need to get some more milk. I get some I'm gonna need some groceries, but I'm gonna have to cook my stuff first before I get the groceries, because there's no room in the fridge. I miss all the cakes. Anyway, Fury versus Wardley. If that happened, I'd be okay with that. I just don't know. I really don't know how it's going to go if they do fight. Because Fury is, Wardley would not argue with this. Fury is the superior boxer. I don't think anyone would argue with that. It's not putting down Wardley. But Wardley does have an equaliser with that punch he's got. And he's got a heart. I would say they've both got equal heart. Because Tyson Fury's got, he's been on the brink of defeat more than once. He's been defeated as well, but twice, I think, by was it twice with Usyk, or did he get a draw on one of those? I think it was twice. But they've both got a heart. I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. But what comes with quite often, it seems, is when someone wins a world title, they become better. There's a degree of confidence that comes with that. Now, I think that might have been why I think that confidence Dubois had, because when he knocked out Anthony Joshua, what do you mean Anthony? No, silent H. When he knocked out Joshua and defended his world title, that's another thing that annoyed me. When pundits say something like, what's his name? Dubois won the IBF World Heavyweight title by fighting Anthony Joshua for the vacant title. No, he didn't. He defended his title that he already had.
No.
Right, I just had a interruption by Vinny. Actually, it wasn't really Vinny's fault. I just heard a big meow in the garden. Blood at the amount of cats in this area. I mean, there's 5 cats in this building. Apparently. 2 flats. One's got 3 cats, one's got 2 cats. Next door, in the next building, they've got 2 cats. In that same building, there's another 2 or 3 cats. So like 4 or 5 in that building. Over the road. I mean, they're everywhere. Honestly. Pussy galore. Vinny's just obsessed with the pussies. At the same time, he's scared as well. So he's kind of... He gets excited and he keeps trying to get in the flats here. He's sniffing at the door. I keep saying to him, you can't do that in public. And there's cameras. You can't just be sniffing at the bottom of the door. I learned that when I was at school. You can't do that. But he doesn't care. He's got no shame. I think if I got a kitten, providing I stayed with him the whole time, I think he'd love that kitten. I think they'd be best friends. I don't know. I wouldn't trust him, I don't think. I wouldn't trust him, not on his own with a cat. Because even though a cat will... He's been beaten up by a cat. The reality is, he's a lot stronger than a cat. So, I don't know. He's got a little... He can be a little bit aggressive sometimes. A little bit grumpy. He's definitely grumpy. Anyway, Tyson Fury against... Wardley. I don't know. No, I'm a big fan of both. And unfortunately, anybody who fights Wardley is going to be the away team for me. Because I'm Fabio Wardley all day long. I have been since he started. I've been following him from the very start. He's got something that I've never seen in a heavyweight. Never seen before. He's got that Rocky Marciano, Dempsey toughness. He could do. I know that he gets knackered, but he could do 15 rounds. He's one of those fighters that in the old days he would have been a world champion 100 years ago, 60 years ago, when it was all about getting down and dirty and who was the toughest. Fabio Wardley would have been a world champion because he'd have taken on the best of them, and he's tougher, I would say, than any other heavyweight boxer apart from maybe Usyk. Usyk's never shown a sign of being hurt apart from when he was hit in the stomach by Dubois and he rolled around on the canvas like, what did Tyson Fury say? He rolled around like a sausage in a frying pan. And he did. And he made out that it was a low blow, which was, but it was on the belt. Now, unless his bits and bobs are like squashed up near his belly button, they'd be in white. Yeah, I don't know. I think boxers should have iron girdles. Have proper protection. I mean, when they say, oh, nothing below the belt, the amount of boxers that have their shorts really high up. So really, it's nothing below the belly button. That's what they're really saying. Anything above the belly button's fine. But if you've got really big shorts on, no one can see where the belly button is. So I'm thinking, show the belly button. Design the shorts around the belly button and illuminate it. I have paint around the belly button with a luminous so that everyone in the audience can see. Maybe stick a buzzer on it so if it's hit, an alarm goes off, confetti drops down onto the canvas, something like that, just so they can see that it was a low blow. That's not a bad idea. Have like a strip of I don't know, something that sets an alarm off when it's touched. And maybe have that below the belly button, covering the whole area. I mean, you wouldn't need the whole area because boxers don't generally hit each other in the feet, but in the toes or in the knees. But you know what I mean? Just mind you that the alarm would go off because the referees do like to pat the boxers on the bum. And some of the other people in boxing, so have you not noticed? I notice these things. I had that done to me once. It was an I think he was like SAS bloke that I lived with in I shared a house. And I'd been running. Yeah, but now you know it's a made up story. Shut up. It's true, I was running. And I wasn't running at the time that I was talking to him, but I'd been running. And I'm doing the washing up. Oh, now you know it's a fake story. No, I have done washing up. I didn't mention women's work, did I? No. I'm arguing with in my own brain now, because that's rude. It's crazy. There's still people out there that are sexist, aren't there? I'm not. I'm a progressive. I used to, all these things. I used to love helping my stepmom out, my first stepmom. Whether it was cleaning the toilets, vacuuming, washing up, cooking, laundry, I just liked being with her. I loved being with her. She was my favourite person in the whole world. So I used to love helping with the housework. It's a long time ago now, but yeah. I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was at the kitchen sink, just trying to find a way forget to put my bowl underneath all the rest of the dirty dishes so that no one realised it was mine. And like a game of Tetris, is it Tetris? And this ex-army man came in and said, "Oh, you got nice legs." I thought, thanks. Because people are surprised because they see me, they see my upper body, and I think people automatically assume that I'm going to have fat legs, and I don't. I'm not saying they're super muscular, but I don't. My weight is pretty much upper body, and my legs are quite slim legs, not skinny, but super cute. Ain't no part of me super cute. Anyway, he tapped me on the bum. And I said, "Oi, don't you ever take liberties like that with me again, or knock you sparker." I didn't say that, but I think I did say, "Oi, what are you doing?" And I find that strange because touching someone's buttocks is quite a personal thing, and the idea of anyone touching my buttocks without permission seems weird. I mean, when I was a DJ, I had someone pinch my bum, and I looked at them. It was a lady, and I was just like, what was the point of that? What was the point of pinching? Because pinching's not even nice, is it? It's a little bit aggressive. You pinch someone, it hurts a little bit. I mean, probably it would hurt less on my buttocks than on my shoulder. Well, actually, I don't know. They'd probably struggle to do it on my shoulder because I'm so muscular. Yeah, okay. But I thought, why are you pinching my buttocks? Or pinching, you know. It happened a couple of times, but I didn't really, okay. Is this erotic or is it assault? I don't know. It's just annoying. I didn't see the point in it. But at the same time, I've never had anyone pinch my bum before, so I kind of felt quite proud in myself. I was doing it. I was a bit peacocky for the rest of the evening. Look at my buttocks, everyone. My booty. In my tight jeans. Yeah. Everybody, look at me. And I just walked up and down the aisle and turned around. Because it's something I don't know if everyone can do this, but I can clench my buttocks. I don't. I can't believe I just said that. I got muscles in my bum, in my buttocks. Maybe everyone has, but so I can tense the muscles in each individual buttock. And almost, when I'm sitting down, it almost feels like I'm walking, but I'm not walking. it's both unique and pointless at the same time. It's an incredible feeling. What's even more incredible is telling you all about it. Ooh. I don't know if I want to. If I had to choose who Fabio Wardley fought next, who would it be? I just want Fabio Wardley to win. I'm not even going to read the comments, because guaranteed the comments would say, before I even look at it, Tyson Fury will win, Fabio Wardley is blood, just like they'll be negative towards Fabio. Okay, let's have a look at some of the comments. Okay, I like that. I can't be the only one who doesn't want Fury anywhere near a title shot until he's earned it like anyone else. That's fair enough. Wow. It's all anti-Fury. Okay. I personally, if you look at what and what's his name, Fury has accomplished, he's done things that other people couldn't do. Nobody until Moses Aduma made Dillian White look bad. That fight where Dillian fought for the world title against Tyson Fury, Tyson dominated that so much, and just knocked him out. And Dillian didn't look anything like his normal self, the same as he didn't when he fought recently Moses Aduma. And Chisora looks really good against everyone, has done for quite a while, but not against Tyson Fury, and he's fought him 3 times at the height of his career, as well as like now, like when he sort of made a resurgence, and Tyson Fury just retires him every time. So I don't quite know why. Why does this stupid thing want to restart? Pick a day, 17th of December. Pick a time, 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, that's done. Why can't it be that time? Pick a day, 17th of December. Right. The Windows update wants to restart, and I don't want it to. I really, really don't want it to. I don't know why it's trying to force me to restart it when I don't want it to restart. It just seems unnecessary, you know what I mean? Anyway, oh yeah, I was supposed to check my stats. So, what I normally do when I up the laptop, when it's not playing around like that, I just sort of see what I ended up on like yesterday, maybe geolocation and the sources. United States prominently, and United Kingdom, and then Australia, Canada, Germany, Belgium, Kenya, Thailand, Cyprus, Ivory Coast, Ireland, Brazil, Denmark, Morocco, Czechia, South Africa, Italy, Vanuatu, France, Vanuatu, I've never heard of that. Hello if you're from Vanuatu. France, Norway, Philippines, Austria, Spain, India, Malaysia. So, okie doke. Chiang Mai in Thailand. United States, Long Beach, Rosemead. Rosemead is the top. Then Long Beach, Woodland, Mountain View, Los Angeles. Mountain View. Sounds like a place you're going to get some water, is it? Mountain View, Dew, still water. Mountain Dew. Sources. I'm not really sure what happened, but it's gone back to being predominantly Apple Podcast again. Podcast Addict, and then Overcast, Spotify. I mean, there's quite a few different ones, but a few weeks ago, Podcast and Overcast, or Podcast Addict and Overcast, were really taking over. Let's have a look at the geolocation for England. The United Kingdom, Warminster. If you're in Warminster, hi. If you're in Birmingham, hello. Ealing, hello. There used to be a comedy club in Ealing. That Ealing feeling? No, I made it up. Is it the comedy club? Was that the one in Ealing? It's a big old hall behind a pub. I might have it wrong, but it was on like a Monday night, a long time ago. Hartlepool, hello everyone, Hartlepool. Telford, Liverpool, Gosport, hi everyone there. In Liverpool and Telford, Gosport. Telford is near Liverpool, isn't it? Ashford, Manchester, Chippenham, Swaddingcote, Paynton, Wolverhampton, I've been there. Nottingham, been there. Hello my Nottingham friend. Tunbridge. If that's Tunbridge Wells, that's where my biological mummy Wummy was born. Tunbridge Wells. Harrow, Alton, Sheffield, Merton, Kensington, Bristol, Salford, Camden, Beckenham, Bromsgrove. So yeah, there's quite a few places around the UK, around England rather. England, so what about Scotland? Or Wales, Bangor and Porthmadog. Hello. And then we've got Wales, Scotland, Inverurie. Hello, if you're in Inverurie, Edinburgh. Hello, and Glasgow. Hello, Glasgow. Oh, no one in listening to me. Normally there are. What about today? I bet there is someone today from Northern Ireland. Bet you. No, that's weird. What about the last 7 days? All regions. So why is Northern Ireland no longer on there? Because it used to be. Current month. They're not showing Northern Ireland anymore. Unless it's just got its own country. I wonder. That's strange. I wonder what that's about. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. If I go for the last 12 months, so United Kingdom, okay, so United Kingdom for the last year got Northern Ireland. But nothing for the current month. Nothing for the last month either. Yeah, last month. Maybe I'm just not getting any visitors. Current month. Nothing for Northern Ireland. Maybe it's just no listeners. Sources. Catch up. Apple Podcasts, predominantly 72%. Okay. Well, that I do believe is everything. I usually check. Oh dear. I haven't had anyone join my Jason Newland's boring group on Facebook for ages. The last member I had was, according to this, was invited by me last Thursday. I don't remember inviting anyone. But welcome. So, but no one's actually asked to join for ages. Let's just have a quick look to see if anything's... Okay, any questions for this week's Q&A Friday? I've got a few, that's good. So that's cool. I suppose quickly have a little look on YouTube. So my stats have gone down. 2 days ago it was 1,629 subscribers. Yesterday it went down to 1,628, and now it's 1,627. So in 1,626 days, I'll have 1 subscriber left. Well. I've still got regular visitors. I mean, some people only listen to me or watch my stuff, listen to my stuff on YouTube, so I'm okay with that. It's a slow burner. It's one of those things, if I just keep doing it, keep uploading the podcast up to YouTube, eventually it'll get discovered, and then it'll start being presented to people that have not heard of me or what I do. So then it could start to grow, and I could end up with 1,628 subscribers. I'd like to have 10,000 subscribers by the end of next year, and then reach for the 50,000 by the end of the following year. I think it would be cool, that's all. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I check on? SoundCloud. I'll just have a quick look on there, see what's happening. I tell you, the internet's going slow. When it's working, it's just not very fast. Oh wow, okay. How strange. I just didn't. There's just a lot more downloads than I expected. Cool. Right, so to right now, rather, I'm going to go and get myself some breakfast. Then I'm going to watch a bit of telly. Then I'm probably going to... In fact, I'm really getting into Ludwig, which is on BBC One, where it's on the BBC iPlayer. Ludwig, it's really good. Like, really good. I'm loving it. So, I'm going to go. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Or a great sleep, depending when you're listening to this. Remember to be kind to yourself, because you deserve to be happy. Be gentle with yourself. You deserve to feel safe. Lots of love.